The very first feeling that struck me upon arriving in this country was pure amazement, quickly replaced by confusion and even anger. I'm the type of guy who cleans his tray at McDonald's, and on flights I always collect my trash so I can drop it in the nearest bin on the way out. But this time there was none. For the first time in my life there was no trash can waiting for me. So I walked through the airport holding an empty water bottle and a wrapper from some crackers, dreaming of just one thing, to get rid of this burden. But no matter where I looked, I couldn't find a single bin. And you know, I even stepped into the restroom and still nothing. Yeah, not a single trash can around me, not even in the bathroom. What the hell? So I finally gave up, stuffed the bottle back into my backpack and walked outside. And that's when it hit me. The streets were spotless. Not just cleaner than usual, I mean spotless. No gum, no cigarette butts, no random McDonald's cups rolling in the wind. Nothing. There was nothing, absolutely. I mean trash. So I've instantly asked myself, how is this even possible? No trash cans, no garbage collectors, sweeping every corner. And yet no trash. Okay, almost no trash, except the one in my hands. For a guy who grew up in Moscow, where bins are on every corner but streets still look like a battlefield, this felt like a glitch in reality. The next day I found myself in the exact same situation, walking down the street holding an empty ice latte cup. At first I thought, okay, maybe the airport is a special case. Security reasons, international flights, whatever. But no, the city itself has the same story. I walked for 10 minutes, then 20, nothing. No bins, no recycling stations, no little metal boxes on lamp posts like in Europe. Just me and the stupid cup. Yeah, and here's the funny part. Koreans weren't throwing their trash on the ground either. Everyone just carried it, as if it was normal. And at some point I realized that if I want to get rid of this cup, I'll have to go inside. Convenience stores, GS25, CU, 7-Eleven, they always have bins, usually right next to the microwave or the coffee machine. And that's where the system clicked for me. Trash cans exist, but mainly not outside. They belong to businesses mainly. So if you buy something, you throw it away there. If not, well, you take it home. And it's not just a bin, it's usually free. Plastic bottles, paper cups, and general waste, like food waste and so on. Imshik sirigi, ilban sirigi, okay, wherever. Koreans sort automatically, almost on autopilot. For a foreigner, it feels like doing a pop quiz in sustainability. So here I was, stuck with a cup, standing in front of 3 mysterious holes. I was wondering. Lid in plastic, straw in general, ice in the food waste, and behind me a line of locals waiting for me to choose. At this point I had to ask myself the obvious question, why? Why would a modern, hyper-efficient country like Korea remove almost every trash can from its streets? In 1995, Korea introduced one of the strictest recycling systems in the world. You don't just throw away trash, here you pay for it. Literally, every household has to buy official garbage bags. The bigger the bag, the more you pay. And if you mix recyclables with food waste, good luck, your neighbors will know about it. So imagine this, bins on the streets would completely break the system. Nobody would bother sorting, nobody would pay for the bags. Instead, the responsibility falls on you. Carry your trash home, sort it, pay for it. Simple, brutal, effective. Maybe. And the crazy part? It works. Koreans recycle over 60% of their waste. Compare that to the most countries. The numbers are embarrassing. So now the streets are clean not because there are bins, but because there is no place to dump trash in the first place. You either respect the system, or you look like an idiot carrying an empty cup for 30 minutes, just like me. And the longer I lived here, the more I realized it's not just about rules or laws, it's cultural. Koreans grow up with the sense that public space belongs to everyone. If you throw your trash on the ground, you're not just breaking the law, you're disrespecting your neighbors. And worse, everyone sees it. This country is built on collective responsibility. School kids clean their own classrooms, office workers clean their own desks. There's no someone else will do it. And so on the street, the same logic applies. If you drop something, you stand out. And standing out here is the last thing you want to do. In Russia, in Europe, we rely on systems. With more bins, hire cleaners. In Korea, they rely on people. Social pressure, self-discipline, the fear of being the one idiot who didn't follow the rules. And honestly, it works frighteningly well. Must make a remark talking about trash problem, not about mental health problem, whatever. At first I hated it. Carrying trash around felt humiliating, like the country was trolling me personally. But after a few weeks I noticed something. I started thinking twice before buying some plastic bottle. I actually saw it in my waste and I noticed that city stayed clean. Maybe a clean city isn't about how many bins you have. Maybe it's about culture, about what people are willing to tolerate and what they are not. So here's my question for you, my bros. Could you live in a country with no trash cans? Would it drive you crazy or would you adapt? So next time I'll show you another thing about Korea that shocked me just as much.